Landon, how would you describe the standard set by this year's offensive line? And then also after that, what message would you give to the next crop of linemen coming in at Alabama?
I think we've set a pretty good standard of how to play, and it's not just this year. There's always been a standard here of excellence when it comes to play, no matter what position you're at. For new offensive linemen coming in, just be ready because we're going to expect a lot out of you. That the standard that we play to and the standard that we're expected to meet every day is above and beyond what a lot of people really realize. And I think that's what really makes us a quality team full of good players is, every day you're challenged to be the best player you can be.
Thank you.
Mike Rodak, over to you.
Yeah, Landon, just wanted to check on you, make sure you're okay after that big hit the other night. And also ask just why you enjoy having a little fun out there in the field.
I think the biggest thing is, this, a lot of people can see this as a business, and it can be a business at times, but, I really think that I enjoy just football in every aspect when it comes to playing, being around teammates, just the camaraderie and, anything that really goes with it. I enjoy every second of every day that I'm here and every day that I'm around my teammates and coaches and everybody here. So it really just comes down to, I enjoy what I do here, and I'm thankful. And, the times that, we can show it and show that we enjoy and that we're having fun with the game, I think that's a really big part of playing any kind of sport.
Brett Hudson with the next question.
To kind of follow up on that, when you're having fun with it, like gesturing and doing things after penalties and stuff like that, is that something that comes out of you when you're on the football field, or are you that way in other walks of life?
I would like to say I'm a fairly laid back person when it comes to, being on the field or off the field. I think in just those moments, the whole team, we're enjoying what we do, no matter the game we're in or the situation. I think really, I don't know a good way to say this, but just having fun with things and enjoying it is a big part of, having success as a team.
John Zener, go ahead.
Yeah, Landon, do you what do you think when you see the clip of you falling backwards like that? And is that a move that you practiced? You got some acting skills.
I wouldn't say that it's practiced. It's late contact after the play. Usually that can draw a penalty, but I think the refs may have saw it a little differently. May go to review with the the referees and stuff this week, but we'll see what comes out of that.
Have you heard about that move a bit from your teammates, fans, anything?
Oh, I've heard quite a bit about it.
Michael Casagrande, you're up.
How much pride do you take in drawing defenders offside?
It's not taking pride in things. It's, I really just want to let the referees know that, they're offsides and, get that 5 yards. So, that if you, do like I did and make it really well known that he was offsides, you're almost guaranteed to get that flag.
Charlie Potter, over to you.
Yeah, Landon, just piggybacking on what everybody else has said, do you think that you're good at getting under people's skin?
I don't know a great way to respond to that. I guess the best way to say this is everybody's different, and, people get frustrated. Different players get frustrated, different things in different situations. And, I like to think that I play a pretty consistent type of game. And for some players, that may get under their skin. For other guys, it doesn't. So it really depends on the individual that I'm playing against.
Edwin Stanton, you're up.
Hey, Landon. Devontae's made a lot of amazing touchdown catches this year. Is the one he made against LSU the one-handed grab the best you've ever seen him make? And also, have you got your truck fixed, or are you still sporting the railroad cross tie?
To answer the later question, the railroad tie is still on the truck. And secondly, I mean, Smitty's an amazing player. He's one of a kind. He's, the things he does, the athleticism and the catches he makes is phenomenal. And, it goes to show you that, we have great players here. Mac Jones does a great job of putting the ball in places where only Smitty can get it. And it's really like watching art whenever our quarterbacks and receivers get together and, really connect and start firing on all cylinders. Like watching games like that, you can really see it's an amazing thing to watch.
Stephen Smith, you're up.
Speaking of having fun here, Landon, you played with him last year, but how cool is it to watch Jaleel Billingsley score and have fun and kind of grow as a tight end?
It's absolutely great, and you'll see it. I mean, in games, it's really an honor to see guys succeed and have success on the field. And every guy that gets out there, it doesn't matter who it is. You can see it on the sideline or on the field. When Jaleel scored, I was so proud of him. I ran over, I picked him up, I congratulated him. I told him he did a great job. And, even not just him, but every guy, even whenever anybody gets in and seeing people have success and playing great, it's just a great feeling to see that, because that you're bringing other guys along with you and they're playing great games too.
These will be our final few questions. Back over to Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, and fourth and 1 type of situations where it's just man on man trying to get that first down. What's that moment like in the trenches, and how much pride do you take and be able to get that push to get that 1 yard?
4th and 1 is obviously, if we're running the ball, it's one of those must-have situations. As an offensive line, I'd like to think we take a lot of pride in, first of all, having the ability and the reputation to have that coach feels comfortable calling those plays instead of, maybe putting, a field goal team or a punt team or anything else out there. So just being able to know that coach is comfortable with doing that really, makes me happy with where our offensive line is. Obviously, 4th and 1, it gets dirty, it gets tough. People are really just focused on coming downhill and, keeping the ball from crossing the sticks. And, for us, I think we take a lot of pride in, thinking that every time we get in that situation, we're going to get that first down no matter what it takes.
And we'll finish up with Edwin Stanton.
Landon, just talk about how fun is it to block for a guy like Najee Harris, who's one of those hard-nosed runners and who's on the verge of becoming Alabama's all-time leading rusher.
I mean, blocking for Najee is, it's a reward in itself. I know a lot of times people think offensive line play is kind of, it's not very rewarding. But, for me, being able to see, Mac throw great passes or Najee make these amazing runs and the things he does, I think that's the reward that I see whenever I look at it. Blocking for him is great. He makes us look great all the time. He finds holes and cuts, and, he's not afraid to put his head down and run downhill. And he's an amazing player. I mean, this team is full of amazing guys, amazing athletes that do, you call it crazy things, spectacular things all the time. So it's really been an enjoyment to watch everybody play and just see how things go.
Thank you, Landon. All right.
Hey, Pat, just for you, what did you really kind of focus on this year? What was your areas of focus you wanted to improve on, and how do you think you've done that this season?
I wanted to improve my technique, improve my analysis before the play, before the snap, and, gain exposure on other teams, pre-snap motions and stuff, gaining an advantage out there on the field.
Ryan Hennessy with the next question.
Hey, Patrick, probably less than 30 minutes ago, it was announced that Jalen Hurts is going to be the starter on Saturday. I know you guys have seen adversity through him with Tua and being a great teammate. What does it mean to you to hear that he's getting his chance in the NFL?
I'm proud of him, and, we all proud of him. The success that he's put in this program and for his success to carry on in the NFL, You know, he deserved it. You know, he worked hard for it. You know, now it's his shot to shine.
Stephen Smith, you're up.
Hey, Pat, the first couple of games or so, it was tough there on the defense. I know Coach Saban mentioned how the defense, especially the young guys, were throwing a lot of different looks there in the first 3 games. But how have you seen Coach Golding work with the young guys and also the older guys to get you guys better down the stretch here?
You know, he helped us focus on little things, you know, communication, flying around to the ball, being as one sound in unison. And, you know, the young guys, they go up there for extra film study, even the older guys, you know, we all locked into one particular thing, and that's becoming one of the most dominant defenses in college football.
Over to Edwin Stanton.
Hey, Patrick, just curious about your reaction to that catch that Devontae made, the one-handed grab he made. Was that the best catch you've ever seen him make?
I've seen him make those catches before, but now y'all had to see it live in the actual game. So, you know, I'm used to seeing those type of catches, but, you know, he always works on those catches during practice, so it's nothing new to him and us.
Michael Casagrande, go ahead.
Yeah, Patrick, what would you say about the run defense, and in particular the 4th down situation? I know you guys had a big stop on 4th down against LSU. How is that unit played in those moments, and how important is a moment like that and emotional to get a stop like that?
4th down is a big down. You know, they went for it, so obviously we need to stop. And, you know, that goes to show us our pride. You know, we take pride in stopping offense that try to go for it on 4th down. You know, especially them trying to run the ball, you know, that gains an advantage for us as a defense.
Back over to Charlie Potter.
Yeah, Pat, you were announced as a semifinalist for the Bednarik, the Thorpe, and the Lott Impact Trophy. Just what did that mean to you to be up for so many individual awards?
I can say I'm excited for the award. I'm obviously very thankful for the awards, but you know, I'm not looking forward to awards. I'm looking forward to winning the national championship with my teammates, and, you know, building on what we need to do to finish the season out strong.
Any other questions for Pat? Tyler Martin, go ahead.
Yeah, Pat, what have you seen from Arkansas on film? What challenges does their offense present?
They're a very high motion team. They like to do a lot of pre-snap stuff to see what the defense does. And, you know, they got a very balanced offense, a good passing game and a good running game. So, you know, it's going to be a very competitive game, and it's going to be a competition type of game for us.
And we'll finish up with Charlie Potter.
Just for you, where do you think you've improved the most since you were inserted in the starting lineup as a freshman? Where do you think your game has progressed the most since that point?
I've grown individually a lot, being a leader out there, leading by example, you know, and just having working on my technique as usual, and, you know, just working on my tackling. You know, that's what I worked on this past offseason.
All right. Thank you, Pat. We'll be